This week on a brand new episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast. Chris Paul looks like a shell of himself. Chris Paul, the only point guard in the league that can get switched off on a big and look like he struggled to get by him. If Steph Curry get a big switched off on him, everybody goes, oh shit, because you already know what's about to happen.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind. Underdog.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna let that play for a little while, dog. Let that rock. Let that rock. Let that rock. Yeah. What's going on, folks? Welcome back to a brand new exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sports pod in all the land.
True.
Y'all heard that intro. I mean in all the land.
True.
Okay, man, we are back to wrap up the previous week of sports. In dramatic fashion, kind of. It really wasn't a lot of sports to wrap up, but what we can find, we're going to wrap it up. And we're going to wrap it up in dramatic fashion, man, with no BS, no sugarcoating, no biases, only the strong arm truth. If this happens to be the first time you have watched our show here on YouTube, or if you're listening on any of our various podcast channels, because we got a lot, I am one half of the show. I go by the name of KSpadeTheProspect.
And I'm your boy, lepaz57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports Spade.
Yes, sir.
Bro, woo! What a slew of games we've been getting in the playoffs. Especially, we call this like the NBA special, NBA Playoffs Spectacular. What should we call this? I don't know. Figure it out, Spade.
I don't even know. I like it. I like it, though.
Hey, Spade. First of all, I want to start off by just saying, shout out to the homie, Young Lexington Thomas. Rookie free agent, got picked up by the Indianapolis Colts. Got to give a shout out to the homie. Hey, Spade, I don't know if you want to elaborate on how y'all met. It's crazy, but he's become, a friend. Like, that's our dude. We happy for our dude. Got picked up by the Indianapolis Colts. Hope he going to make that team. Lex, go make that team. Shout out to him.
Yeah, I sent him a message, bro, and I told him, I can't imagine where his mind at. I never been in his position, but sometimes, man, you need somebody in your corner just to remind you that you a bad mother,
Word.
And I'm like, look, bro, you got a God-given talent, man. Just go out there and do what you've been doing.
Word.
And they ain't got a choice but to put you on that 52-man roster. So, wishing him the best, man. I hate this with the Colts because they might run into the Dolphins, and you know what happened when they run into Miami, right?
Oh, my God.
They get that ass cracked.
He find a way to get Dolphins, Heat, and Harden on the show. Oh, and the Canes. And the Canes.
And they got to play the Titans. And I don't even like the Titans. But Ryan Tannehill told me he finna take Mariota's job out.
Oh, Spade. Can I strong arm a topic in real quick? Spade.
Go ahead.
Is it about time for us to say Mariota and Spade, when they first came out in the draft, when they first came out in the draft, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, Mariota versus Jameis is going to be like these going to be the quarterbacks for the next 10, 12 years." Spade, is it time for us to be like, "Yo, both of these dudes may not be it. Like both of these dudes,
yeah, man,
might not be starting quarterbacks in this league."
You know what's funny, LeParis? During that draft, they compared those two guys to Andrew Luck and RG3. And I'm going to be honest with you. They fail to compare. Say what you will about RG3, but injuries derail who he was and what he could have been. If you don't believe it, go back and pull his rookie stats from the Redskins. He was everything he was supposed to be and some. And you can kind of say the same thing for Andrew Luck. Luck had his fair share of injuries that kind of derail who he could have been. He's still out there getting it done to a certain extent, obviously more so than RG3. But for those guys to come out 1 and 2 and live up to that hype, sometimes, man, they put that hype so high that players can't live up to it. Both of those guys kind of lived up to the hype. And you got to look at Mariota and Jameis and say neither of those guys lived up to the hype.
Do we give Mariota a pass because he kind of been injured? We know Jameis keep having some off the field issues, but do we give Mariota a pass?
Jameis injured.
Huh? Say it again?
He just injured in the head. Jameis.
Oh yeah, you're right. But do we give Mariota a pass because he been banged up on the field?
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I don't. Because, I mean, even when he's been there, he ain't always been bad, but he ain't been who he was supposed to be.
I mean, know what I'm saying? I agree, Spade. I mean, like I said, this is an NBA heavy show. You just mentioned them. You mentioned the Titans, and it kind of just popped in my head like, oh, Mariota. Spade, and then before we move on and I get into the first topic, I actually was looking at mock drafts for next year. Mm-hmm. Of course, they got the Dolphins up there taking a QB, but the Bucks was right there taking a QB, and so was the damn Titans. And I know the Titans done traded for Ryan Tannehill, but they was right up there as teams speculated. You know, the speculation is that those teams will take a QB next year. And it's a quarterback-heavy draft next year if everybody that's supposed to come out. So it's some quarterbacks next year that's coming out. So those teams was right up there. So that kind of just popped in my head. Buck fans, Titan fans, we know, show out, big Titan fan. We know it's some is it some Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans out there? Is it?
Oh, yeah, I work with a few. Yeah, it's
okay.
I know what you was thinking.
Hey, well,
I didn't think they existed either, but they out there.
Well, Spade, I want to know how the Buck fans feel. I want to know how the Titan fans feel. Spade, I'm ready to get into the first topic. You good?
Let's do it, bro.
Let's do it. We got to start off in Brooklyn. And it's crazy because we ain't even talking about Brooklyn on the court. And Spade, we was just talking about Brooklyn last week. And I said...
Excited.
And I asked you. I said, Spade, I asked you off camera. I'm going to ask you on camera. What do you think Brooklyn need? And Spade said, yo, just keep it together. Keep building on what you have. And I was like, yo, I like it. Because a lot of teams be like, yo, we got to go bust a trade for a big-time guy. I like it, Spade. But D'Angelo Russell, Spade, had an amazing season. All-star in conversation for most improved player with Siakam. Like, Spade, if anybody can check my Twitter, on my Twitter, I was saying D'Angelo Russell is on the verge of being a star. Like, this kid is about to be a star.
Yep.
Spade, dude goes in the airport and gets caught trying to smuggle weed through the airport in a damn Arizona can. And it's crazy because that Arizona can, Spade, that's one of them Arizona cans I be seeing Fat Kid Deals tweet, and it be like, yo, it's like a stash can. Like, it's an Arizona can, and it got a little hole in the middle, and you can stash stuff in there. And it's one of those cans. I seen that can on Fat Kid Deals. And D'Angelo Russell got a citation. I don't even know if Spade. I'm not a weed smoker. I was about to say an avid weed smoker. I don't smoke weed at all. But a lot of people saying, "Oh, this ain't a big deal," but it is a big deal because D'Angelo Russell may have cost himself some money. Spade. D'Angelo Russell trying to get weed through the airport through TSA. He gets caught. He gets issued a citation, if I'm not mistaken. Spade.
Yep.
Talk to me about D'Angelo Russell in this situation.
I'm disturbed by this. I'm disturbed. I'm not going for. I'm disturbed by it, and I'm not finna sit here and do the holier than thou. Like, oh, I would never touch marijuana. That's not even what I'm saying, bro. Look, it's 2019, man. I feel like this is bad, but if you personally don't smoke weed, it's a strong possibility there's somebody around you currently. I don't even mean like somebody around you like your homie. I mean, wherever you at when you listening to this podcast, it's a strong possibility somebody near you smokes weed. So at this point, the notion of somebody smoking weed is not as, it ain't what it used to be. I hate to date myself, but back in the day, like, if somebody smoked weed, you'd be like, oh, shit, they smoke weed. Now you be shocked when folks don't smoke weed.
So it ain't even that. Day, if you heard somebody smoke weed, you'd be like, oh, man, they about to start doing crack.
Yeah, like, whoa, they out there.
That's how
now when somebody be like, I don't smoke, you be like, for real? Like, you really be taken back by it.
Word.
But my issue is this, and I hate to make this comparison to Paris, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. Like, I'm finna jump out there right now.
Okay.
Quarterback and point guard are two positions in sports that people feel like you have to have a very high IQ. Mm-hmm. You got to be very smart to play those positions.
Word.
And I'm disturbed because it makes me look at D-Lo and question this man's IQ. Because not only is it stupid, because the first thing they tell you in the damn airport is you can't bring any liquids through TSA. You can't bring, they make you pour that shit out before you. That's the first thing they tell you. And this ain't his first flight. This ain't his first year in the league.
When I flew to the A to see you, homie, when I came down there to visit you,
yeah.
Yo, I'm a cologne guy. Me and MK, your homie MK, we always talk about cologne. I'm a cologne guy. So I was like, yo, I don't know if TSA gonna let me get, like, the cologne gotta be a certain size. It can't be no liquids. Not just small. Liquids you drink. Lotion, all type of shit. Can't be no liquids. So I was like, yo, I don't know if they gonna let me, I can't take my high price cologne, like my $300 bottle cologne, because I don't want them to make me throw it away. You either got to throw it away or they make you check your bag. I didn't want to check my bag because I didn't want to risk going down there. They lose my bag and then I'm assed out down there. I didn't want to do that. So I was like,
some of that shit, bro, they'll tell you they'll ship it to where you going.
Yeah, that's what they said. They was like, oh, well, so I had my cologne in there. They was like, yo, you can either check your bag. You won't be able to carry it on, but you can either check your bag, throw it away, or we can ship it to where you at. And I'm like, man, listen. I just threw it away. I was like, I'm not going to take my high price cologne. I took some low budget but still smell good cologne. And they was like, it was my expectations. Like, yo, they might tell me to throw this away, so let me take a cheaper bottle. And lo and behold, they was like, yo, check your bag. We can ship it to where you going or throw it away. And I was like, yo, I'm not checking my bag, so I just threw it away. So come on, CJ. Come on, D'Angelo Russell. What is he doing? You fly all the time. Go ahead, Spade. Go.
Not only do that disturb me, because like you said, you had that. Everybody's had that experience. For me, I think I was going to LA and I had my wife with me, and my wife is big on this smell good lotion, right? Mm-hmm. Got 318 bottles of the shit. All of it smell alike to me. And the guy was like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. You can't, that's too big of a lotion bottle. She like, what? And he was like, we can ship it there or, we can throw it away. And, she thinks she a gangster. She was like, we can just throw it away. I'll just get my husband to buy me some more. I was like, fuck. But to get to my point, everybody's had that experience where you got to get rid of some shit at TSA. Word. But that's only part one of why I'm disturbed. You know why else I'm disturbed, LaParis?
Why, Spade?
Because this shit been tried before by other professional athletes unsuccessfully.
Come on, man.
Matter of fact, and you know me, man, I'm a nerd. I looked it up. Just a year ago, in 2018, New England's Patriots safety Deron Harmon was arrested at Costa Rica's international airport for marijuana possession. He was carrying in his suitcase 58 grams of marijuana inside a can of iced tea. That shit ain't work for him. Bro, in Costa Rica.
Fat Kid Deal's moving them links, because I'm telling you, that Arizona can was tweeted by Fat Kid Deal, Spade. And Harmon, shout out to him. He went to Rutgers. Shout out to him. But
dummy.
Shout out to him. Spade, I'm telling you, everybody got that same iced tea can, bro. Like, you think TSA don't know about this iced tea can by now? Come on, man.
Bro, listen, first of all, Fat Kid Deals ain't selling that shit to nobody but athletes. The dumb ones. But you know what? You can say, okay, the Harmon thing happened last year. Damn, maybe D-Lo, maybe he don't know this Harmon guy. All right. Mike Vick ass got arrested in the airport for trying to go through the airport with his weed in a water bottle with a hideaway compartment. I just got a list of people who's been arrested, and I ain't saying people. I'm talking athletes that that's been arrested in the airport trying to get weed through. How about Carmelo Anthony, Michael Vick, Damon Stoudemire, Deron Harmon, and now, he can get arrested, but you can add D-Lo to that list. Like, listen, man, if nothing else, a Google search. Just take 30 seconds and search on your phone, because I know you ain't got no computer. Do it on your phone and say, just type arrested in airport for weed. And just put NBA, and I guarantee you it's going to give you NBA, NFL, it's going to give you everybody. And I'm just upset that D-Lo wasn't smarter than this, bro. Like, this is the kind of shit that make me look at this kid and wonder if he's smart. And I hate to be that guy, but he's got a few things in his past, in his very short career.
We already know that. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Listen, I don't condone cheating on your spouse, girlfriend, and none of that at all. But damn sure if my homie, teammate, whatever, was around me talking about cheating, I damn sure wouldn't record that shit and put it on my Snapchat. Come on, man. So that's clearly...
That ain't even the most suspect thing he's done. On draft night, the man got an endorsement deal from a watch company, and they wanted him to post on social that he would be wearing the watch, whatever. And they had a blank, and it said your name here, and had another blank, the team that draft you here. They damn near did the homework for him, and he still failed the test. He posted with your name here and your team here.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro. Now I'm looking at D-Lo like I don't know. I don't know, man. So that disturbed me. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I heard it, I was like, How many more athletes are going to try the weed in the can in the airport? It don't work. It don't work.
It don't work. It don't work.
Hotter than your shoe or some shit. I don't know. Now, don't even hotter than your shoe because you got to take them shits off.
Yeah, man.
Man, come on, man.
How about not?
Better yet, why don't you just buy some weed when you get where you going?
Yeah, buy it locally.
Some weed there.
Come on. You know somebody that knows somebody. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, Spade, let me ask you. Did D'Angelo Russell cost himself some money? You think? Because he's a free agent.
Unfortunately.
He's a free agent, and I felt like D'Angelo Russell, I felt this year he arrived. I feel like he's a way better player than everybody. It was even speculation, like, in the Lakers organization, they was like, yo, we ain't want to trade D'Angelo Russell. It was like Magic, like, yo, we want this dude out of here. Magic said he ain't a leader. And clearly, Spade, did he cost himself some money?
I don't think so. At first, I was about to say, unfortunately, I think he did. And it's unfortunate
I think he did. And he's still going to get that bag.
Phenomenal,
Let's not get it twisted. He's still going to get that bag.
Yeah, he's still going to be all right. He's still going to be all right.
Straight. But I think he might. But I think he may. I'm
looking at it completely.
Even if it ain't nothing but 5 or 10 mil, I think it's going to be something. He cost himself a little bit of money. He going to still be straight. I think he was an all-star. I don't know if you get. I don't know if you get super max or whatever. If you like just an all-star, I think you got to make an all NBA team. If I'm not mistaken, somebody going to correct me if I'm wrong. But
I think he's put in a strong case to be comeback player of the year. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think his actions is gonna hurt his NBA money at all.
Okay,
but I'm thinking about something. I'm starting to wonder how smart the kid is, man. And I think,
that's fair.
I think he's proven. He could make more money, endorsement money off the side. I think he fucked up that money. That's what I think. Like, he gonna be fine. Like, the NBA's gonna give him that bag.
I'm about to sit here. I feel like we're both not sitting here making a big deal about marijuana because it's about to be legal. It's probably before our life is over. It's probably gonna be legal in every state. It's probably gonna be legal, but it's illegal. Come on. You just have to be smarter than this. We know, Spade, me and you would be naive to sit here and be like, oh, y'all don't think athletes smoke marijuana? No, we're not saying that. We know athletes that's in the league that smoke marijuana. Personally. Come on. We know. Man. We're not saying that. We saying don't smuggle it through the airport. Don't risk money and go to jail for marijuana. Clearly these kids, they got a problem, bruh.
Do you remember the Damon Stoudemire? It's been some years. Do you remember the Damon Stoudemire situation?
I don't.
Probably don't, right?
I don't.
Because at the time, I thought it was the dumbest arrest weed thing ever. Even in Mike Vick's, Mike Vick had a water bottle with a hideaway compartment, and I think when they took his bottle and they found the compartment, I think he had like the residue of some weed. So that was dumb, but that ain't take the cake. Damon Stoudemire had his weed wrapped up in aluminum foil. Like, he had like a ball. He had an aluminum ball, and he thought that shit was going, I thought that was the dumbest. But now I'm putting D-Lo above the aluminum foil ball because nobody had done that shit before. So Damon thought the aluminum foil trick would work. People have tried, just last year, somebody tried the same damn Arizona can. This got to make him the dumbest, he take the cake. This is and I keep saying arrest, and I realize he didn't really get arrested. Did he get arrested?
I think they just cited him. They just gave him a citation, and then he got to go to court.
I don't think he got arrested.
This
is the dumbest caught with weed in the airport story.
You're not making weed a big deal no more. It's about to be legal in damn near every state. Watch, it is.
And he was in LaGuardia, which everybody know, like in New York, man. I ain't gonna say everybody know, but I got homies in the New York area that's telling me, like, man, weed in New York is kind of different. Like, it's to the point now where the cops ain't even really bothering you. Like, it's really small time for them. They really don't even want to bother.
It's about to be legal. Like, they ain't about to make, cops ain't about to do no paperwork. They gave him a citation, guy, go to court, he probably gonna have to pay a fine. It's just the stupidity that, Joe, you just had your best season as a pro. Why risk it? Even if he don't lose, somebody gonna be like, he ain't about to lose no money for no weed. Cool, but why even risk it? Why even put it in the air? Why even put it out there so people can even talk about it? Come on, man. I don't smoke weed. I don't know the addiction. If people get addicted, I don't know. I don't know what it is about marijuana that these dudes cannot just chill out and not try and smuggle in and take it with them everywhere. Like the Josh Gordon's play football, become damn near Josh Gordon. I felt like he was on the verge of becoming a Hall of Famer. Like he was on that. His arrow was going sky high. You know what I mean? You can't get off marijuana, and marijuana led to other shit. So I don't know, man. If I'm these guys, it ain't that serious for me. But like I said, I don't smoke weed. It's easy. It's easy for me to say. I hope it didn't cost him any money, because he really just had an amazing season.
It will. All right, let's move forward, bro.
Let's get it.
Let's talk about Monty Williams.
Yep.
The Phoenix Suns just made the move to hire Monty Williams as their next head coach, and Monty Williams was kind of being courted. You know, I think he spent this past season as an assistant on the Philadelphia 76ers coaching staff. He was rumored to be a candidate for the Lakers job, as well as for the Phoenix Suns job, and the Suns just came out and said, we want this dude to be our coach. Now, Monty Williams, I think, is a pretty good coach. I hate to admit this. What you say?
I said I love Monty. Go ahead.
I hate to admit this, but when I think about Monty Williams as a coach, my mind goes back to this one particular thing that doesn't reflect how good of a coach he was. Well, maybe it does. If anything, it just reflects the type of man that he is. And, you know, I know he had a tragedy where he lost his wife.
Yeah.
And, you know, he fought through that, and he was able to come back and coach through that loss. And I think, you know, he gained the respect of everybody throughout the league. And I hate for that to be my story for him, man, because I'm sure he did better. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he got coaching stories I could tell. But I don't know him. I remember that tragedy with his wife. I remember him coming back and coaching right after that. And, you know, the players just fighting hard for him. This is when he was with the Pels. So I think the Suns got him a good coach, LaParis. I want to ask you, do you feel like, because you got this thing you say on the show, bro. And I don't know if you know that you say it, but you say, I hate when minority coaches take bad jobs. That is what you say.
I do.
Did Monty Williams take a bad job, bro?
I think Phoenix is a bad job. But I also say on this show, in the NFL, it's only 30-something. NFL, NBA, it's only 30-something of these jobs. So I understand why they take it. But I feel Monty could have got a better gig. But I'm not even going to dwell on that, Spade. Monty signed a 5-year, I think it's a 5-year deal with the Suns. I'm looking at this. I already know what I'm getting from Monty. I know what I'm getting from Monty. I'm looking at the Suns. When are the Suns going to commit to something? Because they hired C.J. Watson. Got him up out of there. They just hired Igor last year. Got him out of there in 1 year. When are they going to commit to something to be like, yo, if we suck this year, we're going to stick it out with this guy and figure it out? When are they going to do that? Now, they've been having top picks in the draft for the past umpteenth years. When are they going to realize, yo, we've been drafting these guys. We got some talented Spade. I think they got talented players. Devin Booker, I think, is a beast. We both feel like they need a point guard. They drafted Ayton. They got T.J. Warren. They just traded for Oubre. I don't know if Oubre going to stick around. He may be Oubre may be a restricted free agent. I don't know if they bring him back. But they got some talent. They got some talent, Spade. When are they going to commit to something and say, this is our guy, and we're going to ride or die with this dude for at least the period of his contract, and not being like, you know what? This shit ain't work out. Let's get a new coach, because it ain't never ever going to work out over there in Phoenix if they keep doing that. And then your good players like a Devin Booker, like a Ayton, and they're going to be like, yo, I'm out of here, yo. Oh, I forgot about the dude Bridges, who was, if you look at the metrics, Bridges was one of the best defenders in the league. Of course, like I said, you already know how I felt about Kelly Oubre. Spade, what did I tell the Wizards? Get rid of Otto, keep Kelly Oubre. You gonna get what you got
Kelly
from Otto for a cheaper price.
Otto can do.
Then they traded Otto and got Kelly Oubre out of there. Like, the Wizards don't know what the fuck they doing either. But that's neither here nor there.
Nope.
But Spade.
Nope.
But that's neither here nor there. But I want the Suns to commit to Monty Williams, give Monty the keys. They're gonna get another high draft pick again this year, Spade. Whether it be it's gonna be a lottery pick, another high draft pick. Now it's a rumor coming out, Spade. I wanted to get your thoughts on this too. They saying, oh, maybe Ja Morant may be a better fit for us if they were to get the first pick. Ja Morant may be a better fit than Zion. I want them to hand the keys to Monty. I want the owner and the GM just got there. James Jones. James Jones, he was around LeBron and LeBron vouched for him and everything. Got that gig. I want James Jones and Monty to work. I want the owner to get the hell out the way, and I want them to let these brothers work, man. Let them do their job. I want the owner to get out the way and let Monty and James Jones do their jobs. Damn trash ass Suns. But I want to ask you, did you hear about the rumor? Did you hear about the rumor about them maybe liking Ja Morant over Zion? They feeling like Ja is a better fit.
Yeah, I heard that. I think they got it from the show. I mean, I've been screaming that. If I'm Phoenix, I want Ja Morant. You got Devin Booker. I actually think Devin Booker's a good young player.
In your comment section saying, how can you pass on Zion?
Yeah, you remember that. And I said, if I'm Phoenix, Zion don't, and I hate to admit it, Zion gonna sell a shit ton of tickets, but Zion don't make Phoenix any closer to their goal. I agree, man. Devin Booker, I like Devin. I like Devin, bro, but he can't have the ball in it. Like, he's an off-ball guy. He needs. I'm not gonna say he needs, but I think he's a better player if you've got somebody who can push the tempo and get him easy shots, run him off some off-ball screens. If they use D-Book like Golden State uses Klay Thompson, I think Booker's right behind Klay. Offensively, obviously. I'm talking about offense.
Yeah. I mean, Spade, do you see Phoenix sticking with Monty? Because I seen people saying, yo, Monty only getting 1 year. I hope that's not true.
I hope so, because they said that I read that Monty chose Phoenix because he didn't expect the Lakers to give him the buy-in that he expects to get in Phoenix. So it sounds like he is expecting these guys to give him the control he needs, to give him the keys, to let him do what he want to do.
I hope they do.
I want to put you on the hot seat.
Go ahead.
It was according to what I've been seeing in my research, he was the most coveted free agent coach out there for this year. Yeah. It was 4 potential jobs out there for him, right? The Lakers, the Suns, the Grizzlies, and the Cavaliers. If you are Monty Williams, which one of those jobs do you take?
I'm gonna tell. Can I push? Because I'm gonna tell you what I think I would have did if I'm Monty. I would have waited 1 more year because I think Billy Donovan is out of there. I think they're gonna fire Billy Donovan. I'd have waited 1 more year and I'd have took that damn Thunder job. That's what I'd have did. That's what I think they're gonna get Billy Donovan out of there. But if I had to pick from one of those jobs, you said the Grizzlies, the Suns, you said the Lakers, and who else? Who's the other one?
The Cavs.
The Cavs. I'm going with the Lakers because I already know I got Bron. I'm going to the Lakers, especially and I get it.
How much longer you got Bron?
Bron is hard to coach, and if the Bron don't like you, he getting you out of there. And I felt if that's the case, Monty would have landed on his feet again. I understand, like you. I'm just hoping that Phoenix just don't jump the gun and be like, you know what? It didn't work out this year. We suck again. I mean, we remember the tweet Devin Booker tweeted last year. This is my last year not making the playoffs in Spade. We said on this show, Devin Booker must ain't look at his roster and he in the West. He ain't look at that shit.
He must ain't looked at his play.
That too. But if I was Monty, I would have went to the Lakers, but if I was Monty, I would have waited 1 more year. 1 more year. Because I think they getting Billy Donovan about it after this year. You let the Thunder not make no moves this year right here, like not advancing the playoffs, Billy Donovan got to go. He got to go. Who you taking if you Monty, though?
I think I'm taking the LA gig.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, say what you will about Bron and whatever. Man, look, I'm not a Laker fan. I've been telling anybody who will listen to me. If you think the Lakers going to look as bad as they look this year, next year, you are crazy.
And talent-wise, they're better than Phoenix. Talent-wise. They're better.
Talent-wise, they better. They in a better market.
Word.
It is going to be more pressure there. But really, it shouldn't be. If we keep it a stack, it shouldn't be. It should be more pressure on Phoenix. I mean, how many lottery picks is it going to take for y'all some bitches to win 30 games?
Word.
I mean, shit.
I already told you they're not winning 30 games, bruh. Even with Monty.
Shit.
They not winning 30.
How many lottery picks do y'all have to have? How many you need, bruh? How many? Like, they need to start asking the Suns that for real. Like, all right. Now, look. Got Ayton, Book. You done had all kind of folks, man. You done had Euler. You done had all kind of folks. Now you got your sights set on Ja Morant. Can we get 30 damn wins this year, please? How many of these shits do we need?
And it's crazy.
Damn.
People act like
I
don't want Phoenix to be good. I remember Phoenix when they was good. That was Spade, you remember
that
Phoenix
back when they had Joe
good?
Johnson and Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah. Shit. Like, I remember Phoenix when they was good, man. And Spade, I even seen speculation. I know you want to move on and get to the NBA playoffs so you can talk about your boy, but I even seen speculation like,
Relax.
Monty got 1 year because the Rockets going to fire D'Antoni and they're going to bring D'Antoni back over there next year. I hope that's not the case, bro. Because I like Monty as a coach, bro. I like Monty.
Man, can I ask you a question?
Do I want Monty and D'Antoni?
Currently? Nah.
Oh.
Who in the hell currently in possession of a Phoenix Suns uniform can run that D'Antoni offense? Fuck out of here. Oh, you don't think Booker can do that shit? You think Booker can do what Harden doing?
No.
Shit.
No.
Shit. That ain't gonna work.
I mean, they got to be in the comment section. They're going to be like, yo, Booker just scored 60 like 3 games in a row or some shit. Why? That's what they about to say.
Dog, stop it.
Bro, this is Phoenix fans,
Stop it.
bro. I'm just saying.
Stop it.
Hey.
Now, we know the only two Phoenix Suns fans it is.
Yeah,
that's Vision and Negro.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
It ain't no Phoenix Suns fans.
Spade, do the Suns
People
get 30
go to
wins?
the games just
they get 30 wins next year. They hire Monty. Do they get 30 wins?
They should already. They should. Spade. And that's the bad thing, because if they don't, is it gonna be Monty's fault?
They're gonna fire him, bruh. They're gonna fire him.
Stop it.
I'm telling you,
that
bro,
negativity in my dude Monty life, bro.
It's what they do. It ain't gonna be his fault, but they're gonna fire him. I'm ready to move on, bro.
Don't say that, bro.
I'm ready to move on.
Yeah, let's move on. I don't like the way you're talking. Let's move
bro,
forward.
I just said I love Monty Williams as a coach, and I wanted him wait 1 more year and get that Thunder job. But Monty, like I said, it's only 30. What? It's 30 teams in the NBA. Yep. 32 in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I wanted. Just wait 1 more year, Monty. You could have got that damn Thunder job, bro. What? Took the Phoenix job. Hey, one thing, if you get fired, they still gonna have to pay him. Like they still paying coaches. they still paying coaches. They paying coaches they fired 3 years ago. Come on, Phoenix, do better. Spade, NBA playoffs.
Yes, sir.
Man, oh man, and it's just crazy because I was gonna start this by saying the NBA playoffs kind of been lackluster. It's been a lot of blowouts. It's been a lot of but you know what? We got some good games in this here round, Spade, and I wanted to get your thoughts. Where you want to start? You want to start East or West?
I tell you what, I got some shit to get off my chest about James Harden, so you might want to say that for last.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start in the East. Let's start with the Raptors and the 76ers. We see that the 76ers are leading that series 2-1.
2-1. Yeah.
And we just got news that Pascal Siakam, who I'm just, boy, that kid is a stud. Spade.
Tough.
He's out for the next game. He's out. So he's been the only help for Kawhi Leonard. First of all, Kawhi, I was going to ask you, Spade, is Kawhi leaving? But I'm telling you right now, Kawhi's going. It was a time when the show first began, when the season first started. He was like, I can see Kawhi staying. Has that changed at all? Do you think Kawhi is still staying?
I don't know what the hell going on. Let me add him, dog. Let me add
Toronto. Go.
Listen, man. I never in my life, first of all, like you said, Siakam has been amazing. Kawhi has been the next step above amazing. Whatever the hell they calling that today.
A superstar.
Kawhi cannot come out of the game. Superstar. Kawhi cannot come out of the game. If Kawhi comes out of the game, The rest of the team, Siakam try his best, but the rest of that team cannot hold it together. You know what the story is, LaParis?
What's that?
After game one, I was like, you know what? Marc Gasol answered the bell. Let me go back. I'm going to find it right here. Give me a second.
Go ahead.
In game one, Toronto won 108-95. Kawhi was phenomenal, dog. Kawhi was phenomenal. 45 points.
Word.
10 of 11 from the free throw line. He had 11 boards. That was my favorite Kawhi moment when they was like, Kawhi, you were so close to your career high. You know, didn't you want to stay out there longer and get your career high? And Kawhi said, I don't care about individual stuff like that. I was already looking at the bench.
What?
Come out. I said, damn. Kawhi said he was looking at the bench. I can see Kawhi with no expression on his face running by the bench and just looking at them like, help me. Like,
Word.
Just get me out of here. I don't want to be here anymore.
Spade,
just saying it with his eyes, though.
Spade. Let me get a 20. Because when we talked about this series, I said the Raptors have a better bench. Can somebody show up and help them? Go, Spade.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell you was talking about. We expected more from
They ain't
Ibaka.
showing up, bro. They ain't come. They had a Drake concert or some shit.
But I'm going to tell you my biggest disappointment.
Go ahead.
It's Marc Gasol.
Okay.
In game one, Marc Gasol played okay defensively.
Mm-hmm.
But Marc Gasol, bro, it is inexcusable for Marc Gasol to be playing the way he is playing. This shit is ridiculous, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Ain't no way he should play 35 minutes and go 1 of 6 from the field.
He washed, Spade.
And only get 7 rebounds.
He washed.
It is ridiculous.
He washed.
It is ridiculous for Marc Gasol to go 1 of 6 from the field. That was in game 2. Let me tell you what he did in game 3, because shit ain't get much better in game 3 either. Hold on. I got you. Mark, what you do in game 3, bro? 2 of 6. 1 of 6 and 2 of 6? Bro, I'm watching the game the other day and I tweeted, I said Marc Gasol is so passive.
Spade.
He's afraid.
I said.
Not only is he not producing on the offensive end, I really don't even like what he's doing from a rebounding standpoint.
I don't like nothing. Nothing. Spade, I said.
I don't like nothing.
I said they traded for Marc Gasol for this series. They figured we're going to have to run into Philly. And that's why they got Marc Gasol to cover Joel Embiid. They might as well have just kept Valanciunas for this. At least you know Valanciunas is at least going to give you a double-double. You're going to get 10 and 10.
I was going to say, Valanciunas can't do shit with Joel Embiid, but at least he going to get him some buckets on the other end. Yeah. So first of all, Marc Gasol has disappointed me, but that ain't all I got for this Toronto team. Now we need to talk about Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry has been terrible in all but one game, and he is a repeat offender. He is a habitual playoff disappearing act, and I just feel like, you know what, you might be right. If I'm Kawhi, I'm on the first thing smoking.
I'm out.
If I'm Kawhi, I'm packing my house up when I leave the game, I'm going home and I'm boxing some shit up. I want the hell out of Toronto.
I'm out.
And I want to get out of there fast as can be.
I'm out.
These guys suck.
Spade, I'm out. If I'm Kawhi, I'm out. You look, Spade, it's crazy because I love Siakam, but you traded Valanciunas for Gasol for this series, and Gasol has been a ghost. Like they might as well just be playing 4-on-5. And the crazy thing is they're playing 4-on-5 on offense too because Kyle Lowry is non-existent. He is not. I don't know where. Listen, they get on hard and they be like, oh, and playoff hard, and bro. Playoff Lowry is a thing. Like, he is non-existent in the playoffs. It is unacceptable the way Kyle Lowry has been playing. And he made $33 million a year.
That's terrible.
That's
terrible.
And
that is terrible.
Know. You can even, and it's crazy because it's a mental thing because he know he suck. Because if you look at him, he be having wide open threes. He don't pull them. He'll drive in and be a charge. Or he'll do some crazy, like he was doing some wild shit in the game. He tried to do pass the ball through the dude's legs. It was just a catastrophe. What was Kyle Lowry doing out there? Spade, they fired, you know what? Dwayne Casey, it wasn't your fault. They need to apologize to Dwayne Casey. Because they fired Dwayne Casey, who was the coach of the damn year. They hired this dude Nurse, and it's the same outcome. At least Casey had to deal with LeBron. He had to deal with LeBron. You get rid of LeBron. LeBron is out the East, and the Raptors, they look worse. Kawhi and Siakam has been the only bright spots. I said the Raptors had a better bench than Philly. And it's crazy. Because Van Vliet, who I spoke on, non-existent. Serge Ibaka, non-existent. We already know OG Anunoby, that dude is hurt. He ain't been playing. But it's time to shake this shit up. They got to shake this shit up. And now Siakam is out. So it's really time to shake this shit up. I put Serge in the lineup. I think I have Mark coming off the bench. I think I have Mark coming off the bench. And I shake this shit up. Because anything got to be better than what they're getting right now.
Yeah, it's disappointing. I'm going to tell you something. I kind of feel sorry for Toronto fans because from an organizational standpoint, they busting moves. They trying to make shit shake. If we all know games aren't played on paper. They say that all the time. But if you look at this team, LePairs, I don't care what nobody say. Nobody saw Siakam becoming the guy that he became.
I didn't.
Siakam was a bonus. You weren't even supposed to get Siakam. You got Siakam, to be who he is. Like, that's a bonus. But take him out the equation. You got Kawhi Leonard. You got Mark Gasol. You got Kyle Lowry. And look, if that ain't bad enough.
Danny Green is a champion. Come on.
Danny Green is a veteran that's been another person that you bring over. He came over with Kawhi, but this is another guy who plays on both ends. Nowadays, he's a little bit better on the defensive end than he is on the offensive end.
Fair.
That whole thing baffles me because for about 2 seasons, he was the hottest three-point shooter in the damn league. If you left him open, the shit was wet.
And I mean, he's still a good one. I think he still shoot over 40%. He's still good. He just don't make him at the clip he used to make him in San Antonio. But go ahead, Spade. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, man. When you look at this team, I like Powell off the bench. I like what he can do. I like his energy. I like Ibaka off the bench. And I thought I liked Van Vliet. I don't know what's up with these guys, bro. And you know what's crazy? I still think they can win this series. I still think they can win this shit.
Really, Spade? With no Siakam in the next game.
Well, yeah. I mean, with Siakam gone, Kyle Lowry's going to have to look at himself in the mirror and say, I am a 3 or 4-time Eastern Conference All-Star. Like, technically, you could say it's Kawhi team, but Kawhi just got there. You got to look in the mirror if you Kyle Lowry and say, this is my team. Like, this is my team, and I'm not going out without a fight. And this is why when people tweet me and say stuff like, your boy James Harden with 10 or 30, he's trash. And I'd be like, you know what? Some days the shot ain't falling. But, man, I can take a 10 or 30 better than I can take a 2 of 10 from the guy who's supposed to be the face of the damn franchise. He took 10 shots. It's like he didn't even want to be there. It's like he's afraid. Him and Marc Gasol both, like, scary, man. Somebody need to put night lights in their hotel room so they won't get the heebie-damn-jeebies. That shit's ridiculous, man. If you watch that, it ain't no way. You know what? I'm going to shut up after this, but I keep going back to Memphis like, y'all idiots fired a really good coach for Marc Gasol, and this is who the hell Mark turned to?
Word.
They fired Take That for Data for Marc Gasol.
Word.
The guy who is 1 of 6 and 2 of 6 in the postseason.
Yeah, they know we love Coach Fizz, Spade. They know we love Fizdale. They know. They got
it bothers me, bro.
They got Marc Gasol for this series. Like, you look at who else left in the East? It's Boston and Milwaukee. Neither of any of them teams got a big that you get a Marc Gasol for. They got Marc Gasol for Joel Embiid. That's what they got him for. And I mean, they should have just kept Val. Marc Gasol, I'm saying it. He's washed. He's washed. I'm sorry. It
got to be a mentality thing. Let me pull his numbers. I think him and Kyle Lowry both in their own head. I don't think it's the defense. This is another thing about me too. I hate when folks be like, I think somebody was telling me, might have been at work. Somebody was like, do you know? And I don't remember the person, so don't quote me on the name because it wasn't this player, but it was like, do you know that James Harden is 1 of 33 when he's being guarded by, I don't know, I'll make up some shit, Danny Green. And I'm like, I hate stats like that because we see James Harden play, man. James Harden step back and take 3. Like when he step back and take that 3, the defense ain't even there. Like, let's be honest. They wide open shots damn near. They not wide ass open shots, but they shots that James Harden makes. So once you get to a certain level as a player, the defense can't do shit but slow you down. Ain't nobody shutting down nobody, bruh. These dudes is just off. It ain't the defense making Marc Gasol look like that. It ain't the defense making Kyle Lowry look like that. It's them.
Word.
They making themselves look like that.
Word.
And that shit's ridiculous, man. Marc Gasol looks like he needs to hang them up. He needs to tie them shits together and throw them up on the power line. If that's the contribution he making to his team in the post. Man, let me tell you something, bro. I wouldn't be able to lead a gym if I shot 1 of 6 in a postseason game, making the bag that Marc Gasol make. 1 of 6, I'll still be in the gym shooting today.
Spade.
I'll still be in the gym shooting when the next game start. 1 of 6? No way, bro. Danny Green get more rebounds than Marc Gasol right now. Man, look. On, Ibaka got the same amount of rebounds as Gasol in like 15 minutes of play. This shit is ridiculous, man. I wouldn't even play Mark. Sit down, Mark. You don't want to play.
It's time to change some shit up over there. Like, it's all or nothing. This is their best opportunity because Kawhi is gone. He's leaving. And Spade, you look at Kawhi and you look at that Raptors roster. And we already know Kawhi had already said, yo, I want to be in LA, whether that be Lakers or the Clippers. I don't know if he want to play with Bron. You know, it's always that rumor. Don't nobody want to play with Bron. But let's just look at the Clippers. Let's just say he want to go to the Clippers. The Clippers roster is better. And you want to know what else you're going to get from the Clippers? At least a damn fight. They're going to fight. You got Montrezl Harrell coming off the bench. You got Gallinari. You have Kawhi. You have Lou Will. You got that rookie dude, Gilchrist Alexander. I might be messing his name all up, but that dude, come on, like you at least you're going to get guys over there that play and they're going to play hard. They're going to play hard. Yo, it is Kawhi. It was Kawhi and Siakam, but now with Siakam out, it's Kawhi or bust. And he not going to have... Kawhi going to drop damn near probably 50. Like, he had 40... Kawhi dropped 30 points. 45. 30 or more points in every damn game. And they still lost. It's... the Raptors, boy. They fired a coach of the year because he couldn't get past Bron. What's the excuse now? Right. Seriously.
You know, Portland Trailblazers big man Yusuf Nurkic is out. He's injured.
Word.
And he went on Twitter and said it is ridiculous how the Toronto Raptors are only using 5% of Marc Gasol's skills. So, you know, I got enough respect for Nurkic and other NBA players that maybe they see something I don't see. Maybe when he watched the Toronto game, he feel like they using him wrong. But the parents, I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, go ahead.
I watched that game.
Mm-hmm.
That man had the ball in his hands. It was times he would be in triple threat where he could dribble or shoot, do whatever he want to do. And I saw him be back up off dude, and dude would dribble one time, pick up his dribble, stop, and look to pass. I don't see nobody telling him to do that, man. I could be missing something. When I watch, I'm telling you, Mark looked like a deer in headlights, man. And Mark using 5% of his skills.
And to Nurkic's point, let me say, not to his point, but to his statement, let me respond with this. They fired Casey, who was a defensive coach, for Nurse, who was supposed to be this offensive guy. So figure it out. This is it. Spade, the Raptors will probably be in the playoffs next year, and regardless who they have, they probably be there next, probably. But I don't think they understand the magnitude of what's going on. You only have Kawhi as a rental. I'm telling you right now, I would be shocked if Kawhi stay. But I feel like they only have Kawhi as a rental. I don't think they understand the magnitude about what's going on. This is it. This is your best opportunity to do something. If Kawhi leave, they're donezo. They're not winning no championship ever. I don't want to say ever, but in the near future, right. Their run is over. They're gonna have to rebuild. Kyle Lowry is 33 years. Spade, I asked you off camera. What is it with Kyle Lowry? Is it his age? What is it? He made $33 million and is afraid to shoot. I don't understand.
Man, it's something called the yips, man. It's a real thing, and I think Kyle Lowry got playoff yips. I think when it's the postseason, I think he is yippish. He's yippish.
Spade. So do you? I have Philly winning this series now. I think I picked Toronto, but no Siakam, just Kawhi. Unless they make a drastic, bruh, I'm telling you, I'm sitting Mark Gasol. I'm starting Serge, and I'm figuring something. I might start Pavel. I might go. I wish I could bench Lowry. I wish I could bench him. I wish. But Van Vliet ain't even been playing good, so you can't. I mean, who you? Where is Jeremy Lin? They got put Jeremy Lin in the game.
Exactly. They're gonna have to do something with Siakam not playing. Somebody got to step up.
Yeah, like Spade. I'm ready to go to Boston and the Bucks.
Let's do it.
I'm tired of the Raptors. They fired this guy. They traded DeRozan. Oh, it was DeRozan. Oh, it was Casey. Oh, that we got Kawhi. It's our year, and nothing has changed. At least Casey was running into the bus, or known as LeBron, every year. I don't know. Spade, Bucks and the Celtics, baby. Let's talk about that series. We already know Kyrie came out last, I want to say, when they played yesterday? They played yesterday. Or the day before yesterday. I don't remember. But whenever they played, Kyrie came out and spoke on Greek Freak getting all these free throws, saying that the refs are slowing down the pace of the game by slowing down, taking the momentum away from us by giving the Greek Freak all these calls, man. How do you feel about that? I can't wait to get your thoughts on that. But this series, it's been one. Bucks are up in this series, Spade. Talk to me about this series.
I mean, I hate to be that guy, man, but I'm gonna be petty. I seen my boy James Harden score 50, and somebody tweet me and say, "Yeah, but he had 18 free throw attempts," and I'm like, I don't know if you're good at math, but if you take 18 from 50, that's still a pretty damn good game. You come out here and Greek Freak got 22 free throw attempts to have 32 total points. And Kyrie, the only person I done heard, has something negative to say about it. You know, people can always shape the story and the narrative when it's somebody they like versus somebody they dislike.
That's true.
Somebody they like can do things. Somebody they dislike do the same thing and get slandered for it. You know, I got Boston winning this series. I made that selection or that choice. And even though Boston is down 2-1 in this series, I think if you look at this last game, man, they just really had a bad game. Or by they, I mean Kyrie, 8 of 22 and 2 of 8 from 3 is a bad game from Kyrie.
It's
he
crazy
finished
because
with
he started
29
hot.
points.
Spade, let me ask you
started
something.
hot.
Let me ask you some basketball shit. Because I don't know.
Go ahead.
Spade, Kyrie started hot, bro. He was hot.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had 13 points in the first quarter. Somebody want to correct me. I know he had double-digit points in the first quarter. I want to say 13. He was hot, bro. And you know what happened? They took him out the game. This dude is cooking right now. Why? Spade, and not just Kyrie. I see this numerous times. I see dudes cooking. For instance, I'm watching the Nugget game last night. We're gonna talk about this game, but I think Millsap had like nine points in the first half and didn't play the third quarter. Like Millsap was cooking, and then the crazy thing is Millsap was the dude that was carrying in the overtimes after. I know they lost, but he was carrying in the overtime afterwards. All them they went into 4 OTs. But when a player is cooking like that, like Kyrie came out 13. Bow! I was like, oh shit, Kyrie about to have one of them nights. And then they took him out, and then Kyrie got cold, and then he started missing shots. Why do the coach do that, Spade? And I get it, your rotation, everybody got to get their minutes. But when you look, if I'm a coach, and like I said, I'm a football guy, but if I'm a coach and I'm like, oh shit, this run right here is killing, I'm going to run that shit till they stop it. Why not let Kyrie continue to cook? Why take him out and mess up his momentum? I feel like the coach did that.
I mean, I actually can see what you're saying, but as a coach, I think you're thinking it's a long game. I don't wanna, run this dude into the ground and we need him late and he ain't got his legs. That's one. But for two, I think as a coach, you're also hoping that hot streak he on, a lot of times, man, when a player catch fire, it get a whole team a boost. So you thinking, okay, we got a little bit of momentum. I think the team got a boost. I can pull him, and that momentum can, somebody else can keep it going. Maybe not at the same clip, but somebody else can keep it going. In this case right here, I agree with you. It definitely bit him in the butt. It seemed like they took him out when he was hot, and he kind of suffered. He struggled to kind of get back in that groove.
He never got it back, bro. He never got it back.
Never got it back. I like how aggressive he was, man. They got a decent game, really, from everybody.
I felt like Hayward shot him out the game, bro.
You think Hayward shot him out the game?
Yes.
Hayward only had 8 attempts, though. So
I know, but I mean, Spade, I get it. When you say somebody shoot him out of the game, you look at their attempts and you be like, damn, he must have had 20 attempts. Spade, when I tell you they was 8 bad takes, even the ones he made, it was 8 bad takes. I'm like,
so all of them shits was bad,
that shot, bro, all 8 of them. I'm looking at that shot like that shot was not needed right there. Like, it wasn't good takes in my opinion, bro. But go ahead.
I think they just had a bad game, man. Okay. They got nothing from Rozier. Scary Terry finished the game with a donut. Over. I just think they had a bad game, man. It's crazy. I'm looking at Morris, who had a great game.
Yeah, he was
6
cooking.
of 8 from the field, 4 or 5 from beyond the arc.
He was cooking too.
He cooked.
Yeah, he was cooking.
And was able to snatch 8 boards.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I'm stubborn. I still feel like Boston can win this thing.
Should Boston shake it up or stay with the same lineup?
Nah, I think they good, man. I don't think you see another 8 or 22 from Kyrie. I think Kyrie got to do a better job of realizing when the shots aren't falling and when somebody else on this team got the glow, And that's the coach's job, too. The coach got to step in there and say, hey, Kyrie, look, we believe in you. When we need you to make that big shot, you going to make that shot. You got to tell your guy that when he 0 for 12. You got to still tell him that. But you got to also be like, hey, look, Morris is killing them right now. Like, keep your eye, keep an eye on Morris. He got the glow. Draw up a play for him. Boston do a lot. They do a pretty good job of running half-court sets. Yeah. Hey, get some plays for him. That's the coach. That's your job, Brad.
Spade, I hope I'm wrong. If Boston don't get this game, it's 3-1 series. But Boston need this next game. They need this.
They do.
I thought they was going to get this one that just passed. But like I said, Kyrie was cooking. I was like, oh, shit, Kyrie about to have one of them games. Then he took him out. Kyrie never got it back. He never got it back. And he was trying to, boy. You could tell by the shots. He was trying to get it back. He just couldn't get it back. But I think it might be the Bucks, bro. I hate to say it. But I think it might be the Bucks, man. We might have a Milwaukee, Philly, Eastern Conference final, bro. Ugh. I didn't even get to talk about the elbow that Ben Simmons was fined for, giving Kyle Lowry the little elbow up to the groin, which is just foul. Why would you even do that to? Being a man, why would you do that to a man? I don't know why he would do that. I didn't even get to talk about that, but Spade. Boston better get this next game. They better get this next game.
They got to. If they don't win this next one, it's a GG.
Spade, take it to the West.
Let's go to the West, man. Let's talk. First of all, the last time we did a show, it was a Game 7 on the way between San Antonio and Denver, and both of us thought San Antonio would get it done. But this Denver team told us, hey, man, don't disrespect us. We was number 2 in the West for a reason.
Yep.
They fought, they got the dub, and now they are in a tough series with the Portland Trailblazers.
Before you go ahead, can I talk about Game 7?
Dude, talk about Game 7, please.
Spade, I said up here I expected a big game. You spoke about Kyle Lowry and the yips. I expected a big game from DeMar DeRozan, and for whatever reason, he froze up and couldn't get it done, man. And it's crazy because he was trying to get it done. Spade. DeMar DeRozan didn't shoot well at all, but he kept shooting. He wasn't on this Kyle Lowry shit. He kept shooting. Spade, they just signed Popovich to a 3-year contract extension. I think the Spurs going to be all right. I think they'll be right back in the playoffs again. I do think once, we already know, I'm always jack his name up. DeJounte Murray, ain't that his name? The point guard?
DeJounte.
Yeah, DeJounte, whatever it is. Murray will be back. He's injured. Your boy from Miami, he was injured early in the season. Really didn't get much run when he came back. Lonnie Walker, he's going to be a factor, I think, in the future for the Spurs. We already know they got this dude White. That's another point guard. They got some good players. They got some pieces over there.
And my boy Forbes.
And Forbes. Can't forget about him. The Spurs are going to be all right. But DeRozan definitely got to be better in the clutch, especially in the Game 7 like that. That's when your big player is supposed to show up, and he didn't. I thought he would have had a big game. Unfortunately, he didn't, and Denver moved on. Now, let's get to the series, babe.
So, one of the reasons why we thought the Spurs was going to win that was because of just, the knowledge of Greg Popovich, his system, his patience, the fact that he don't care about these advanced analytics, and the way he seems to be able to take, middle level talented guys and make them play like they high level talent guys. So it didn't happen. We thought if the Spurs advanced that they would beat Portland. We said in the event that Denver got there, we didn't think Denver would have enough, but we've been doubting Denver damn near all year, and Denver said, hold up. So Denver's currently down 2-1 in their series to Portland, and we just came off an amazing Game 3. Game 3 was...
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't even going to hold you. Your boy went to sleep in overtime 1.
Yeah, man.
I went to sleep in overtime 1. But, I woke up, and I looked at the box score, and I said, damn, the boys went at it. That game right there was C.J. McCollum saying, you know what, I'm sick of hearing everybody say Dame doing it by himself. Somebody was like, Dame has no all-stars on his team. I was like, wait a minute. I know C.J. won the all-star this year. Has C.J. ever been an all-star? I feel like he was one.
I want to say no.
Before.
I want to say no, but damn near, come on. You don't got to play with another all-star. He's just like people.
But C.J. should be
It's hard to make the all-star team in the West. That's first.
I was going to say, it's deep over there.
They don't even separate it like, point guard, shooting guard. It's like guard. So, it's tough to make the all-star game in the West.
It's just front court and back court now. Yeah. But anyway, get back to the point, man. Amazing series, LaParis. I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. I ain't got a dog in the fight, man. I don't care who wins this series. I just want to see good ball, and so far they have delivered. What you thinking about this series, man, and who you like to pull this out?
Bruh, we was talking about the series. This is the best series this round. It's the best. Bruh.
Hey, this is the second round in a row that Portland been in the best series. Gotta tip my hat to the Trailblazers.
It's true. Spade, we already know, Spade, you know how I feel about the big joker. That's my guy. That's been my guy, and he is a complete animal. You know what? C.J. McCollum is a beast. We already know what we're going to get from Lillard. But I'm going to tell you, they played that 4 overtime game. Will Barton was balling. Gary Harris found out Will Barton gave him dap and was like, I got you. And was balling. I'm talking about offensively and defensively. Came up with a big block. C.J. McCollum just played amazing. What more could you ask for? It's C.J. McCollum. They interviewed him after the game. C.J. McCollum was like, "Yo, I could still go. Like this is what we train for. I'm ready. They asked him like, "Yo, how you gonna get ready for next game?" He said, "Yo, this is why I train. This is why I eat proper. This is why I work out in the off season. This is why I get my massages. I love that. It's been the best series, man. Jamal Murray, he a little banged up. Deuce is banged up. But they still out there giving it all. I hope this. I don't know if it will. I hope it goes 7. Spade. I don't know if Denver's gonna have enough, because I felt like if that 4 overtime game last night, bro, I felt like that was theirs. I felt like it was theirs, and for Portland to still pull that joint out, man, I don't think Denver. Man, Big Joker looked like he was about to down the court last night, man.
Yeah, man. 65 minutes played.
Jesus Christ. But I just don't think Denver's going to have enough. That's why I picked Portland. I think Portland will move on in this series, man. I think they move on.
I hate to be this guy, bro, but the thing I like about this win for Portland is you got unsung heroes. Now, I don't feel like CJ is an unsung hero by any stretch of imagination. Mm-hmm. Look, I hate to remind people I said this, but I think it was a season or 2 ago. I said if I was tasked with having to keep one, CJ or Dame, I ship Dame and keep CJ. That's how high I am on CJ.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, they've had some moments here and there where Seth Curry has stepped up big and made a shot. And last night, he couldn't get it going. And I'd be damned if Rodney Hood didn't step up and make big shots and made the biggest shot.
Word.
And just, I feel like that's what it takes for a championship team. You don't necessarily have to have, like, these three guys right here. They're going to bring it night in and night out. You need that one person that can say, okay, maybe I might not have another good game for a week or two, but on this night when you need me, I'm here. And you look at what Rodney Hood did last night, and I saw a lot of folks on social media like, where was this Rodney Hood with LeBron? And I'm like, Rodney Hood wasn't really getting that opportunity like that with LeBron. You know, there ain't no shade to LeBron. He wasn't getting that opportunity, man. And you know, that team clearly trusts Rodney Hood, and they trusted him to take that shot and make that shot. It was a dope game, man. I hate I fell asleep on it. Looked like it was a great one. What I saw was good, but it looked like the rest of it was great.
Man, I wanted 5 overtimes to make it live. I wanted 5 to make it live, but it didn't go 5. Spade, CJ McCollum took the shot, missed the shot, got his offensive rebound. Rodney Hood was standing over there with his arms up like, I'm open. CJ got his offensive rebound while in the air, passed it to Rodney Hood, and he banged that joint. I was like, man, this shit is amazing. It was a great game to watch. I'm glad. It shit went off like 2:30 in the morning. It was late, but I'm glad I was able to watch that game because it was a good one. It was definitely a good one. Spade, who do you have winning this series though?
I think I got Portland. I got Portland pulling it out. I think.
Hey. It's crazy. You get them numbers out of the big joker and you lose. I feel like Portland. I feel like Denver hurt themselves because I told you Millsap kind of had it going. He had 9 in the first half. Didn't play the third quarter. I'm like, what are they doing? Then in the overtimes, they put Millsap back in and Millsap started hooping. I think Millsap had a double-double. I don't have it in front of me, but I think he had a double-double. But Millsap had 9 and 6. After like 3 quarters, like he ain't scored, like he scored like his first basket in the fourth quarter for the whole second half. I don't know. I felt like that cost. I feel like having Millsap out the game the whole third quarter. I felt like it cost him. Spade, I'm gonna take the Rockets because I want to pass it to you because you said you got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So we already know the game is actually tonight. So Golden State versus the Houston Rockets, Spade team, the Rockets. We already know.
Why's that funny, bro? That's not my team, bro.
That's your team.
Relax.
But Spade, we already know. Golden State is up 2-1. This series, people getting their eyes bloody, literally like
2-0.
Eyes scratched out and ghosted out. Like Spade, what is going on in this series? Houston versus Golden State. Talk to me about this joint, man. KD been playing phenomenal, by the way. I think. Since Kevin Durant, since everybody's been on KD, and it was like, oh, KD, we don't know. And KD said, yo, y'all know me. I'm Kevin Durant. He been averaging damn near 40. So, Spade, talk to me about this series, man. Do the Rockets have enough to make it a fight?
I believe they're going to win. I think they're going to win one of these at home. They need to win them both. I don't think they're going to win both. I think they're going to win Saturday night's game at home. Let's talk about this. I gotta be honest with you, bro.
Go ahead.
When I'm a fan of somebody, I get vested in that person's game or whatever it is, and it's no secret on this show I'm a fan of James Harden, and it amazes me the way people talk about James Harden. If James Harden get to the charity stripe a lot, oh, he's ruining the game. He just want to get fouls. Greek Freak can go take 25 damn free throws. Ain't nobody got a problem with that. But if James Harden get 18, this shit, he's running. I can't even watch this. If his legs swing forward on step back shots, he not getting fouled. You know, I had somebody tell me, and Nate, you know I was gonna do it to you. I got to go with the homie Nate. Me and Nate had a debate. I got to get Nate back on the show. He's been on the show before, but it was a very long time ago. But we got to get him back on the show. So he told me that because James Harden has a reputation for flopping, that the refs don't call when they see him fall because they expect him to flop. And I said, I cannot give them that. They still have a job to do. To me, and I know y'all going to say this is a reach and this a crazy comparison, but stick with me on it. That is like, I'm not going to buy that shit the same way I'm not going to buy somebody telling me cops know that black guys got a history of being aggressive. So if they hands go by their pocket, then it's okay to shoot them. Because I don't give a fuck about that. You got a job to do. I don't give a fuck if James Harden flop every time down the court. The referee still got 2 eyes and 2 ears. He is supposed to be looking, and he's supposed to be making the calls. The game where Steph, I don't know why I'm saying Steph, Klay Thompson in the first half of that game had at least 3, maybe 4, at least 3 situations on closeouts on James Harden that were fouls.
The legitimate fouls. Was horrible that game, bro. Horrible.
And people was telling me that none of them shits was fouls, bro. And I'm like, come on. Now, I'll be the first. Now, although I'm a fan, I'm not an oblivious fan, and I'm not just that guy that's so biased that I can't see what's real. I think in the second half of that game, and this was game 1, in the second half of that game, I think James Harden started trying to oversell the foul. And I don't think the fouls was there in the second half of that game. At the end of that game, when Draymond was guarding James Harden, that was not a foul on Draymond. I wouldn't have called that. I'm cool with that not being a call. But I think as a result of the refs not calling the first 3 that was clearly fouls, I think you did 2 things. I think you kind of let Golden State off the hook. And 2, it's not the ref's fault that James got in his own head, but as a result, cause and effect, I think James Harden got in his own head, and he was like, okay, I'm getting fouled. They not calling it. So now I'm going to overreact these shits. I'm going to oversell these shits trying to get the call, and I think he took himself out the game. I think he was so busy trying to sell the foul that hurt him. All right, I can be honest with that. I'm going to tell you something else I got a problem with, LaParis.
Go ahead.
Somebody on my timeline said, when is James Harden fans going to realize that he is a fraud who can't win in the postseason? And I tweeted that person back and said, so he was supposed to beat Golden State, bruh? They was the favorite? This is the team James Harden's supposed to beat? And he said, bruh, it ain't that I'm saying he's supposed to beat them, but they ain't supposed to be losing like this. They lost 2 games by a total of 10 or fewer points. What are you talking about? They lost a game by 6, and I think they lost the other one by like 3 or 4. 9 or 10 points. And 2. What are you talking about? Now, I know I'm rambling. Stick with me. People talking about Kevin Durant and how Kevin Durant's been playing out of his mind. He had been playing out of his mind. But in that last game, Kevin Durant was 9 of 22. James Harden was 9 of 19. So he had a more efficient night than Kevin Durant, facing some of the craziest defense I ever seen before in my life. They double teaming James Harden and daring these other guys to beat him, and they can't beat him. Chris Paul looks like a shell of himself. It hurt me. It hurt my knees to see Chris Paul try to get by somebody. Chris Paul, the only point guard in the league that can get switched off on a big and look like he struggled to get by him. If Steph Curry get a big switched off on him, everybody goes, oh, shit. Because you already know what's about to happen. Mm-hmm. If a big step out on Dame, he getting cooked. If a big step out on Kyrie, he getting cooked. Kemba, he getting cooked. A big can step out on Chris Paul and you might get a damn stop. You might even force the ball out of his hand. You might make him pass to somebody else. Chris Paul's got to be better. I hate to admit it, but this team ain't looking like I expected them to look, man. They not looking like I expected this team to look, and quite frankly, I feel sorry for James Harden because I think James is doing every damn thing he can do, and they ain't got enough. Somebody even told me this, LaParis, and then I'll pass it back to you. They said, Spade, the way James Harden plays, which first of all, I got an issue with that because James Harden been in the league longer than before D'Antoni was his head coach, and we never saw this style of offense until D'Antoni became his head coach. So is this really how James Harden play, or is this the fucking Rockets offense? But anyway, said, man, the way James Harden play, you never gonna beat teams in the postseason because they can stop it. I said, man, James Harden playing the way he play in a 7-game series will beat any team in the league right now except for the Golden State Warriors. We are talking about the Golden State Warriors that had the best record in the history of this damn sport and then added Kevin Durant. This the team we talking about. Spade. And people acting like the Rockets not beating this team is a James Harden failure and not one team that is significantly better than the other team. Please stop being crazy, y'all. If the Rockets win this shit, everybody is shocked. Nobody expects the Rockets to win this shit. They are not the favorite. They are some of the biggest underdogs in like postseason history in this damn thing. Stop being crazy, man. That shit bothers me. It legitimately bothers me, bro.
We said on this show way back when the Warriors had won their first joint, we was like, yo, they might be on some dynasty shit. Like they might win like the next 6. That's what we said. And then they added KD. Like that's what we said on this show. We was looking at the Warriors like, yo, they might be about to. This was after the first one. We was like, yo, they might be about to go on a run. They about to go on a run. And then they added KD. So, Spade, I just want to say, you talked about Harden as expected. I want to talk about Capella. You talked about Chris Paul too. But I want to talk about Capella. And I know people want to be like, yo, you can't expect much from Capella offensively. Okay, if you want to say, yo, he get all his points off pick and rolls with Harden or pick and rolls with Chris Paul or whatever, cool. What about defensively and rebounding? What about that? Because Draymond has been killing. Draymond. What about that? So I'm going to, you know what? Ain't nobody looking at PJ Tucker. We already know they got rid of Ariza. They got rid of อุPodOmatic. And PJ Tucker to me is a good defender. But you asking a lot for PJ Tucker to defend KD. Come on. KD's, how tall is PJ Tucker? 6'8", KD, what, 7 feet? Come on. You ask, and then when KD jumped, what is he, 7'7" with his wing, like, with his shot, with the way he's, I don't know, man. You asking.
Hey, PJ Tucker 6'6".
He's 6'6"? Come on, man.
He's 6'6".
You are asking PJ Tucker for a lot here. So let's be honest there.
Now,
go ahead.
Let me cut you off for a minute.
Go ahead.
When KD shoot 9 or 22, guarded by 6'6" PJ Tucker, don't nobody go out there and slander KD for shooting 9 or 22 being guarded by a 6'6" guy. Don't nobody come out and call PJ Tucker the KD stopper. When Steph Curry go out there and shoot 3 or 13 from beyond the arc, we ain't heard one. Nobody ain't said one thing about Steph shooting 3 or 13. If James Harden shoot 3 or 13, that's an L. These guys can play like that and still win. That's a team.
Spade.
3 or 13.
Crazy because Harden played bad in that Jazz game and they won, and people was like, "Well, Harden still played bad." It's true. Bro. Me and you had this conversation. If they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. It's the same thing. It's that LeBron syndrome. You either like LeBron or you hate LeBron. It's no in between. It's no in between. But I need more from Capella. And you want to know what? Dan Antony, whatever your name is. If Capella can't give you more, where's the manimal? Because when Capella was out, Kenneth Faried was averaging what, Spade? A damn double-double. So,
yeah, I think he was scoring close to 20 in those games.
Come on, man. Like,
Kenneth Faried only logged 5 minutes in the last game and only got 1 shot attempt, bro.
Yeah, I don't like, man, at one point when Harden had went out that game with his, I seen Harden went out the game with his eyes bleeding. And I'm like, okay, now it's time for Chris Paul to take over. Chris Paul literally went to the sideline and was telling them, like, yo, check me out. Like, he wanted to check out the game. And I'm like, oh, shit. I wrote on Twitter, Chris Paul is asking to be out the game when James Harden is off the floor. And that made me tweet my next tweet that said, look at the lineup the Rockets have on the floor. You know I love me some Gerald Green.
Who was it?
Let me start there.
Who was it, bro?
It was Austin Rivers, Gerald Green, House Jr. It was House Jr., It was Gerald Green, House Jr. Oh, EG, and Nene.
Probably Iman.
They had Nene out there and not Kenneth Faried.
Oh, Nene.
It was Nene. I'm like, look at this roster. Look at this lineup the Rockets have on the floor, man. It was bad, man. Luckily, James Harden came back and was shooting blind and still had a solid game. I don't know what people want from James Harden, but I agree with you, Spade.
It's stupid, bro.
And Spade, you know, I've been caping for Chris Paul for about 2 years. I don't know if I had him in my top 5 this past year, but before that, I was like, yo, Chris Paul, and me and you had I had a running joke towards you, like, Chris Paul was backpacking James Harden. Not this year. Where the hell is Chris Paul? Where is Chris Paul at? Because
it's tough. It's tough to watch.
They just signed Chris Paul, I think, to an extension. Chris Paul make about 40-something. I think he make $40 million a year.
Yeah.
Chris Paul,
yeah,
bro. 13, 14, 15 points is not enough, Chris Paul. And the crazy thing is, I feel Chris Paul is efficient as hell. Like, when he shoot, a lot of times that shit go in. Like, I don't feel like he shoot enough. I don't feel like he shoot. And I'm talking about with Harden off the floor. I seen him.
He be having the ball, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody tweeted. I be on social and during the games, and I follow people who I like to converse with, and I ain't gotta agree. This is a big common misconception. I got into a sports debate with one of the listeners of the show, and at the end of our debate, he was like, "Hey man, I rock with y'all. I hope we cool." And I was like, "Bruh, I never have sport debates and walk away like I'm about to unfollow dude, or I don't like. I never do that. We can disagree. I never take it. I never take it there. So if you a listener of the show and you sports debate with me, even if I end it with you got it. First of all, when I tweet you got it. Like, I'm not responding to you no more because I feel like I ain't changing your mind and you ain't changing mine at this point. We just wasting characters. Yeah, I don't want to keep typing.
We agreeing to disagree.
Yeah, when I hit you with that, you got it. I'm not replying to you no more on that topic, and I'm still not mad at you. But anyway, to get to the point, one of the guys that I'm cool with that I follow, he was like, the Rockets would rather lose with James Harden instead of just giving the ball to Chris Paul. And I tweeted back like, are you watching this game? Chris Paul don't even want the ball. When he got the ball, he's giving it to James. Like, they brought Chris Paul over, I think, for his knowledge. He's supposed to be the on-the-court coach. That year that the Rockets missed something like 20-some threes in a row in a game, and the camera panned to the sideline, and D'Antoni was clapping like, yeah, I'm satisfied with what I see here. They brought Chris Paul over because he's supposed to be that guy to pull Harden to the side and say, hey, they can't stop you. They can't stop you from getting to the cup. I know we want these threes, but that dude right there, man, that's easy taking right there. They brought him on to be that guy, and I don't see that in this postseason. I would be fair to Chris Paul. Last postseason, man, he was clutch for the Rockets, and when he went down, it was devastating for people like me who ready to see somebody different in the finals than the damn Golden State Warriors. But this year, man, I'm looking like James Harden is out here trying to do the damn impossible, man. If the Rockets somehow beat Golden State this year, this would be the second biggest upset since David beat the Goliath. Like, it's that big. And I cannot believe that people trying to put the Rockets' failures solely on the shoulders of James Harden. In one breath, people tell me James Harden not that good, and then in the next breath, they say he should be beating Golden State. Which one is it? Is he not that good, or is he damn Superman? Because that's who it's going to take to beat the Golden State Warriors, man. What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Do y'all see this team? What are y'all talking about? That shit, man, it was late, and I hit your phone. I was like, bro, when I see people say stuff like, man, James Harden a fraud. Like, dog, who beating this damn team? I guess everybody's some frauds. I told LaParis, I guess when Jordan had that glow, when the Bulls had that run, I guess Olajuwon was a fraud who didn't get his until Jordan was retired. I guess Malone was a fraud. Barkley was a fraud. Ewan was a fraud. Reggie Miller was a fraud. And whoever the hell else was a star in the league at that time, I guess they were frauds. When a team is that well put together, everybody finna kneel down to them, dog. It ain't got nothing to do with these folks being frauds. Golden State is stacked. Steph shot 3 of 13 and won. And James Harden shot more efficiently than Kevin Durant, who y'all just told me was the most unstoppable offensive player in the history of the fucking sport. And they won. What are you talking about? You can't beat that. If you outperform KD and still lose, if you outperform KD and Steph and still lose, what can you do? Somebody tell me.
It's Spade. I'm going to tell you what else, too.
Shit is crazy.
It's when you spoke on like Barkley and all them, it's crazy because we respect those greats, and we know what stopped them. The same thing that stopped all these other teams from getting to the Eastern Conference Championship, from getting to the championship in the Eastern Conference Finals. It was LeBron, and back then it was Jordan. And they'd be like, oh, well, Charles Barkley and those guys, they played against plumbers. We seen them games, Spade. We know who was hooping. We know. But they just, like, this is the era we live in. They just disrespect. I'm telling you, they live in this specific moment, and it's today, you're great. Tomorrow, you trash. That's why I said I don't throw around, I think, a player trash if I really don't honestly believe it. I'm just be like, oh, he trash. And then I don't mean it. When I say somebody trash, I mean that shit. But the era we live in now is that today you great, tomorrow you trash. The day after that, you great. The day after that, when you're trash. And that's how they are. That's how they are. Because nobody expects, not me. Let me speak for myself. Nobody expects outside of Houston, and probably they don't either, expects Houston to beat Golden State. Nobody. And Spade.
Now, what you want and what you expect are two different things.
In the next
Houston
round,
fans want Houston to win, but come on, man.
The next round, if it be Golden State versus Portland, Spade, what I always tell you about Portland when they play Golden State, what I tell you about Damian Lillard?
Lillard get on boys buckets, bust their ass every time he see him.
I really feel that Lillard hates Steph Curry, and for whenever he plays Steph, he tries to annihilate Steph Curry. Now I don't know if that's going to translate to a win because of who Golden State has, but listen, if the Rockets don't move on and Golden State move on, I want it to be Portland because I already know what I'm going to get from Lillard. I already know he hates Steph Curry. If you play fantasy, play Damian. If you play fantasy in Portland, in Portland play the damn Warriors, play Damian Lillard every game. Trust me.
Yep.
Because he hates Steph Curry. But come on, man. The Warriors, Spade, we said it. We said Golden State was going to be on a nice little run, and that was before they got KD. Then they got KD, who people are arguably saying is the best player in the league. Come on, man. I don't know what people expect. If they like you, they like you. If they hate you, they hate you, man. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is.
You know, it was even people saying James Harden ain't really get poked in the eye. They were like, oh, James Harden.
Bro, I read today.
He faking the injury.
Bro, I read today.
What?
When we was doing this show, you know, you do research, and I read today that some of the Warriors thought James Harden was putting on with the poke in the eye. Bruh, his eyes were bleeding. How do you put on? This ain't no WWE fake shit. His eyes were bleeding. Come on, man. Come on.
It's crazy, bro. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's do it.
I feel my temp going up, man.
Nah, man. We're
gonna go
you're
ahead.
a Harden fan, man. We know.
I'm a Harden fan, bro, but I just
I give you credit. You keep calling spade a spade. I agree.
I was finna say I didn't even pick the Rockets to win, bro.
Keep it 100.
You was like, I know you got them winning, and you said Golden State in 7. I said Golden State in 6.
Yeah,
I had them winning in a shorter time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a fan, but I'm a realist. I even told a guy at work was like, yeah, I know you probably feel like James Harden got fouled at the end of the game. I'm like, no, I don't. James Harden didn't get fouled at the end of the game. Chris Paul didn't get fouled on that shot where he turned himself sideways in the air and threw his ass into another player. Like, no, none of those was fouls. In the beginning of the game, yeah, Clay was closing out. One time he closed out with his back that James had backed into him, and even that wasn't a foul. Like, come on, man.
I kind of feel like that. The clip they kept showing with Harden when he kicked his feet out, I think it was Draymond Green that closed, and they was like Draymond Green ran into his feet. You said you don't think that was a foul?
No, I don't.
But Spade,
at the end of the game?
I would ask you to watch it back. The foul, to me, maybe I don't know what a foul is. I'm a football guy. But the foul to me wasn't the feet. It was the hand. They hands clapped. That's not a foul?
Oh, yeah, that's a foul.
Yeah.
I didn't see that because they was putting such a big emphasis on where James Harden's feet was going.
And I'm telling you, I was I wrote on Twitter, everybody is concentrating on the feet. I said they gave each other high fives. That's a foul. Watch it back and look at their hands. Don't look at their feet.
You know how it go, man.
I know.
You know how it go. I got folks tweet me saying stuff like, oh, the Rockets want to cry about fouls. Then when they lost game 2, somebody tweeted me like, I guess they going to blame this one on fouls too. And I ain't reply to dude because I want to say, or they kept blaming on James Harden being stabbed in the fucking eyeball. They kept blaming on that if they wanted to because that did happen. But anyway, let's get out of here, bro.
Let's get it.
It's Saturday, and I had a good day, bro. Did you have a good Saturday?
Yeah, I had a good day, man.
Oh, man. Let's get out of here, man. Last segment of the show today, Call the segment the Strong Arm Performer of the Week. It is a very prestigious award that we give away twice a week. One from me, one from LaParis. We give these awards away to a male or female athlete who raised his or her level of play to ensure that their team got the dub. LaParis is a hit and miss type of player when it comes to the Strong Arm Performer of the Week. When he good, he good. When he good, he good. But when he bad, woo, hey, you know what I'm talking about?
That's not true.
LaParis, you on the hot seat. Who is your Strong Arm Performer of the Week?
I gotta get,
and why?
I'm taking it to Portland, bro. Taking it to Portland, I'm giving it to a guy that people, I feel like we do, but I don't feel people give him enough credit. They always say he's inconsistent. They always say Lillard don't have no help. And I'm talking about C.J. McCollum, man. C.J. McCollum went 16-39. I know people gonna be like, 16-39. What's that, 41% Spade? I don't know basketball. Is 41% shooting good?
That's pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, because I don't know. But it ain't bad either.
I mean, because I don't know. I'm not saying it's great, but I'm just saying 41%. That's all I'm saying. But he 16-39 for 41 points, 8 rebounds, 4 dimes, 4 steals, and 60 minutes of basketball in a 4 overtime 140-137 win over the Denver Nuggets. And C.J. McCollum, for that performance, my brother, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. C.J. McCollum. Spade, what else can you ask for? 48, 8, 4 dimes, and 4 steals? What else can you ask for? Come on.
Not much. I mean, you can ask for more. I don't know if you're going to get it.
60 minutes, baby.
I'm going to do something a little different.
60 minutes.
And you did pretty good today, too. I like that. You did good. I'm going to do something a little different with my Strong Arm Performer of the Week, man. I'm giving my Strong Arm Performer of the Week to Lexi Brown. Okay. That is the daughter of ex-Boston Celtic, ex-Slam Dunk champ D. Brown.
Yeah.
Who put on for her and other female hoopers. It's just, quite frankly, they tired of all the males who throw trash talk and disrespectful comments their way. So a former Division II basketball player thought that he could take on any chick in the WNBA and give them buckets. So somebody set up a one-on-one between this man and Lexi Brown, and let me just let you know, it ain't go good for the boy. I like him though. He went down fighting. After the first bucket or two, he said that was luck. He was like, everybody hit a lucky shot here and there. And every time Lexi would make a shot, she would turn and look at the camera and just smile. Gave old boy buckets out there, and even though this ain't a real game, she raised her level of play to ensure that she got the victory in the one-on-one. So this week, my Strong Arm Performer of the Week goes to Lexi Brown for getting some respect for female hoopers. Yep.
Shout out to the number 2s too, in Baylor and South Carolina. Shout out to them, the number 2s.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Hey.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the women ball players, man. Hey, we rocking with y'all, man. Get your chips. Get your bread. We rocking with y'all. Spade, before I close the show, you got anything to add?
Nah, man, I just want folks to start, hey, man, you ain't got to be the cool, you ain't got to try to fit in with the cool crowd, man. Just use your eyes and look at, and just think. Just think, man. Stop being a dummy to get retweets.
Inform your own
I'm tired
opinion,
of that.
man.
I want somebody to get retweets for being smart. Get some smart retweets, not some dumb.
And
I don't want dumb retweets.
Form your own opinion.
You sure as hell can. You can be a wolf. You ain't got to be a sheep.
Word.
We got enough sheeple in this world. You can be a wolf. Get your howl on.
Nah, I'm saying if you agree with that shit, you agree with it. But you can form your own. You watch the games too, man. You can form your own opinion, man.
Get your howl
Mark Gasol, wake up.
Howl on.
Wake up, Mark Gasol. Kyle Lowry. Do something. Something.
And if Toronto really is using you wrong, Mark, say something. And make the nurse go in his bag and use his personnel better.
Sure got Fizdale out of there, didn't he?
Hell yeah. You ain't like Fizdale. You spoke up then. But you scared of the nurse? Let me know something. Get out of here, bro.
Listen, man. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports.
Facts.
Listen, If you new here, bang the subscribe button. If you're a regular here, hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds. You can also click that bell up there. It sends a notification to your mobile device to let you know that a new episode is about to be uploaded, has been uploaded to our YouTube channel. If you don't want to see 2 dudes arguing in a box, it's okay. We got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, ऊPodOmatic, iTunes, Spotify. We are everywhere. There's no reason why you should ever miss a show. Spade, our show did magnificent this past week, by the way. Shout out to y'all.
I appreciate the people.
Shout out to y'all. I show podcast land. Y'all showing hella love. Shout out to the YouTube people too. Y'all just showing so much love, man. Our show did great. Cannot thank you guys enough for your continued support. Share your thoughts in the comment section or tweet us about anything we talked about today. Let us know your thoughts. We will see you guys next episode. We out. Peace.